Hello everyone! We will introduce the integument of insects in this section. The integument is the ossified skin of an insect, and we also call it an exoskeleton. It is wrapped around the insect body and has the dual functions of higher animal skin and bones. The integument of insects can not only support the whole body and let muscles attach to it, but also prevents excessive evaporation of water in the body and the invasion of external germs and insecticides, receive environmental stimulation, and secrete various pheromones to regulate insect behavior. Although the integument of insects is very thin, their structures are relatively complex from the inside out. They are basement membrane, epidermis, and cuticle. The cuticle can be divided into 3 layers. From the inside out, endocuticle, exocuticle, and epicuticle. The basement membrane is a film close to the cell layer, which is in direct contact with the hemolymph in the hemocoel. The primary function is to separate the epidermis from the hemocoel. The epidermis is composed of single-layer living cells. Some cells can be specialized into glands, bristles, scales, etc., and control the molting of insects. The cuticle is the epidermis, a layer of non-cellular material that is secreted outward. Among them, the main components of the endocuticle are chitin and protein, which are hydrophilic and lipophobic. That is, there is a barrier between hydrophilic and lipophilic substances. The exocuticle is the hardest layer in the cuticle. The main components are chitin and tan protein, which are lipophilic and hydrophobic. The epicuticle is located in the outermost part of the cuticle. The main components are lipids and proteins, chitin-free, lipophilic and hydrophobic. Therefore, only high fat-soluble and a particular water-soluble insecticide can successfully penetrate the lipophilic upper epicuticle and exocuticle, hydrophilic endocuticle, to make it work. Understanding the structural characteristics of insect integument breaks the protective function of integument and improves the insecticide's penetration ability to kill pests. What is the relationship between the structure of the integument and chemical control? First, the bristles, scales, hairs, thorns, wax layers, and cement layers on the integument make the insecticide not easy to adhere to and too challenging to enter the body. In addition, insects with hard integuments and thick wax layers are difficult to penetrate by an insecticide. The larvae at a young age have different integument than in the elderly, and the insecticide resistance is also relatively poor. In addition, the insect's mouthparts, tentacles, tarsus, hair sockets, intersegmental membranes, and pores are easy parts for the insecticide to enter the body. The structure and surface characteristics of the integument affect the insecticidal effects of pesticides, and are also reflected in the penetration of pesticides. For example, the fumigant enters the insect through the valves and pores on the integument to reach the target side. Contacticide, its strong fat-soluble substance first dissolves the wax layer and penetrates the cuticle. Only water-soluble substances can pass through the endocuticle hydrophilic layer and carry insecticides into the insect body. The inert mineral powder can destroy the wax layer, accelerate the evaporation of water in the body, and speed up the death of insects. This section mainly introduces the structure of insect integuments and their relationship with insecticide penetration. Thank you for watching. See you in the next lesson.